What's up guys, Omar Esaf here, and in this video today we're talking about why those trying to build muscle should do cardiovascular work on a regular basis. Yes, it is true, a topic that does not get enough attention. I can hear the YOLOs already right now. Yo, cardio is gonna hurt my gains, it's gonna catabolize my muscle. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. Let's learn about it actually, what cardiovascular work does. People will erroneously always associate cardiovascular work with just aerobic activity. So you know, your long walks on the beach, running on the treadmill, without giving proper due attention towards anaerobic activity like sprinting, doing hill sprints, kettlebell work, prowler, things of a high intensity nature, something that our body is actually quite good at, and when we do it, you'll notice it increases your performance when it comes to the gym. And you'll notice that if you do it, not only will it keep fat that you accumulate in a lean mass phase at bay, but it also will assist in performance, right? How much you lift in the gym and how your body looks. Third and fourth, we could talk about mobility, how it'll help increase your mobility, which is essential for anyone that wants to have a healthy, functional body, and lastly, appetite. So really, YOLOs, there are no excuses not to do cardiovascular work. It is not detrimental towards your gains. Let's talk about performance though. What I want to talk about is the fact that a lot of anaerobic activity I'm about to advocate directly assists you with trying to lift more weight and also look better. Let's talk about kettlebell swings. Let's talk about the sprint. If we look at a kettlebell swing, what does that movement pattern resemble? It's a skill, a hip hinge. What's a deadlift? A hip hinge. They're the exact same thing. Big compound movements like the deadlift and the squat, they're movements, they're skills. You need to train them as much as possible and train them correctly. A kettlebell swing is the exact same hip hinge as in the deadlift. When we talk about sprinting, it has that direct carryover towards squatting because of that hip flexor power, because of the long stride that you need, the power and speed that you need in order to run fast, that strength that comes in the posterior chain from your glutes and your hamstrings and so forth. I want to say though, look also the correlation between those that can sprint very fast and their squatting strength. There's a positive correlation. And the reason why, once again, we're talking about movement patterns and we're also talking about recruiting fast twitch motor units, right? Trying to run as fast as possible. That deals with acceleration. I've used this before, but that kind of classic force equals mass times acceleration, mass being the amount of weight that we lift, acceleration, how fast we lift it. We're trying to generate power. If you look at weights, any weightlifter that lifts a weight, right, with a respectable speed, Andy Bolton, the guys that lift with a ferocious intensity, they always have speed in their lift. It's a component. And by training it in other ways, such as anaerobic, right, such as sprinting, doing the hip hinge on the kettlebell, you're training that movement more and you're training it faster. Sort of the same idea with West Side when we'll have dynamic days, right? Dynamic effort days. Speed as a component of strength is incredibly important, and also towards those gains, trying to build muscle mass. Fast twitch motor units. The more efficiently you can recruit them, the more muscle you'll build, simply put. And that is why sprinting, and that is why doing kettlebell work, that is why doing the prowler is important. Yeah, I know a lot of people say, you're not an athlete, so why do you want to sprint? I want to sprint because I want to become stronger and I want to become bigger and it'll carry over. I want to talk about now mobility work, right? Mobility requirements that people will tend to have. If you sit on your butt all day and you don't do a lot of activity, your body will become tight, inhibited, achy, right? Joints become sore, or they become, let's say, if they're not used effectively, that's how problems can occur, right? You sit on your ass all day. So if we talk about sprinting, if we talk about doing that kettlebell activity, it is moving your body in the pattern it's meant to move, right? So that hip hinge, you're warming up essentially for the deadlift. So by doing that cardiovascular work, it's going to make you more mobile on your big lifts that you're doing. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. You're doing something that assists in performance, you're doing something that assists in mobility, and you're doing something that's going to help you when it comes to trying to keep fat at bay when building muscle mass. We want to talk about that, the third aspect, right? Getting fat while bulking happens to every single bro, but what is it basically a result of? Having a too high caloric surplus. If you're a bro that it doesn't track their calories well, or sometimes goes off the rails on the Swayze train eating too much food, incorporating more activity, that anaerobic activity that's more intense, so you don't have to do as much of it, will help assist in taking care of some of those excess calories. Simply put, doing cardiovascular work while trying to build muscle will make you gain less fat in that phase. And that's a huge benefit. Finally, I just want to quickly mention appetite, kind of anecdotal evidence right here. I find for myself that when I do cardiovascular work, as someone that, you know, it's hard for me to eat the amount of calories sometimes I need to build lean muscle. it really revs up my appetite, I find, and many people will find this as well. So if you have problems with appetite, doing some cardiovascular work can actually make you hungrier, so you make sure you're eating enough food. And that is why, guys, you should do cardiovascular work. Performance, right? You want to become stronger, you want to build muscle mass, you should do some of that anaerobic work. And it will help you with the mobility, so you can squat better, so you can deadlift better, so you can lift more weight. And not only that, it's going to keep you, because I turned into a fat fuck before, man, it's going to keep you from gaining too much adipose tissue, which is never a good thing. And that, my friends, is the video. I hope I explained it, a topic that doesn't get enough attention. Thank you for watching this whole video. If you liked the video, make sure to show your support and like this video, and I'll be seeing all you guys, my rascals, in that next video.